Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Andrew Stever along with Chris Geatley for the second game this morning between the Puxico Indians and the Richland Rebels. The Rebels came to defeat yesterday against the Twin Rivers Royals 78-47, and the Bernie Mules ran over the Indians 89-58. So, Chris, we're going to have somewhat of an even matchup here today against the Rebels and the Indians. On paper, the Indians probably have the advantage.
Yeah, I haven't seen Puxico play yet this year, but I got to watch Richland play Dexter at Dexter. And the Clifford kid, he's pretty good offensively. The big kid from Richland, Richard Forshee, I believe is how you say that. He had a decent game. And like I said, I haven't seen much of Puxico yet, so I really don't have much to say on them. I guess we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, yesterday I believe Plunkett led them with 12 points. They've got a big kid in Derek Jones. He only scored 6. They've got some decent size out there. The Hoffmeister kid, if he plays today, he's got good size. It's going to be a pretty even matchup if Cleffer can be contained. And if they can get it inside to Forshee, they could dominate, but he didn't get a whole lot of looks yesterday, and Richland struggled.
Yeah, I wish I would have been up here yesterday. I was in Kansas City celebrating the holidays with my wife's family, but it looks like there's been a decent crowd this morning, especially for it being some morning games, and hopefully it'll continue to fill up as the day goes on.
Well, a lot of people are already probably here to have a prime seat for tonight. As the later in the day we go, the more intense these games are going to get.
Yep, looks like we're about ready for the starting lineups here. We'll let you know as they call them.
That's number 3, Jacob Plunkett for the Puxico Indians. Number 4, Siler Moore. Number 20, that is Tyler Woolard. Number 24 for the Indians, Nathan Martin. And number 50, Corey Davis. And for the Rebels, who'll be in the home team white jerseys, the 11 seed.
It's number 11, Parker Evans. Number 12, Kyle Montgomery. Number 22, Aaron Gilbert. Number 23, Ryan Cleffer. And the big man in the middle, number 50, Richard Forshee.
Forshee, the big kid, he's the 6'10 sophomore. Got a potential to be a strong threat for the Rebels in the coming years. He's needs to work on some footwork, maybe a few go-to post moves, but a little work in the summer, and this kid could be a threat.
Yeah, I tell you what, Andrew, he's got pretty soft hands, and that's something that's a lot harder to teach than footwork or moves down low, so hopefully that'll work out for him as he gets older.
Looks like Cleffer's going to jump it away for the Rebels, and number 50, Corey Davis for the Indians. And the tip is knocked out of bounds by the Rebels, Aaron Gilbert. So it will be Puxico Indians ball. Number 20 for the Indians will inbound. That's Tyler Woolard.
Puxico brings it up, drives, kicks it out. Shot from the elbow, and it's short. Didn't catch anything. That'll be Richland's ball.
Pull-up jumper there by Woolard. Kind of a quick shot and doesn't draw any iron. Not a real strong first possession for the Indians.
Puxico looks to be playing a little bit of a soft press here. Richland doesn't have any problem breaking it.
And they're not going to waste any time getting the ball to Cleffer as he sneaks inside for an easy 2. Good feed on the baseline there. Now the Indians take over. Another quick pull-up jumper from the top. That's going to come up short. Now the Rebels are out running 2-on-1. Good pass for Cleffer, and he can't finish, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Fouled by number 24, Nathan Martin of the Indians.
So good job there by the Rebels. forcing 2 quick shots on the Indians, and that time they got the rebound and got out and ran, and now Kleffer's going to shoot his first. And it's good. So the Rebels jump out to a quick 3-0 lead here over the Indians, scoring on their first 2 possessions. And the second one in and out won't go. Rebound there by Davis. Controlled now by Martin. He drives left. Going to get it to number 4. Out to 3, that's Plunkett. And he's going to take one off the schnoz. That's number 11 there, Parker Evans. Gave him a little loving as he was driving baseline.
Didn't look like it felt too good from the booth up here.
So pucks go to inbound. Foul. And they get it inside.
Kicks it to number 50. Tries to go up around 4-sheet. Just comes up a little short.
The Rebels out to run again to Kleffer up the right baseline. He's going to make a move and take it up and in for 2. So Kleffer right off the bat here has got 5 points on the first 3 possessions for the Richland Rebels. Now the Indians trying to find some offense.
Martin
Good drive there, but it won't go. Rebound to the Rebels. Evans controls it at the top of the key. Set their offense. That's Kleffer. He's going to fire the 3 short.
Rebound Martin. Kicks it up to number 20, Hoffmeister.
Good ball movement there by the Indians. 3 quick passes. The ball never hit the floor. And the Indians are going to get a chance for a 3-point play there. As Tyler Woolard made the layup and got the foul.
Kyle Montgomery of the Rebels with the foul there.
And Woolard hits nothing but net, converts the 3-point play. And now the Indians find some offense and trail 5-3 here early in the first. Kleffer trapped in the corner.
And Evans drives, takes it up into the body at number 50, I believe, for Puxico, and he'll shoot 2.
So Evans is going to go to the line as Richland continues to get points on a majority of their possessions here. Evans first. Got it. .609 left to go here in the opening period. 6-3, Richland Rebel lead. Second one good from Parker Evans.
Into the ball game for the Indians. Number 13, Josh Whitehead, will replace number 4, Tyler Moore. The 24, Nathan Martin at the top of the key, dribbles around, hands it off to number 20, drive.
Ran into big 4C there in the paint as he collapsed, and it gave them a wide open layup for the Indians. Now the Rebels back to Evans. He's going to go. Gilbert now back to Kleffer in the paint. He's going to take it up. Little long, won't go. Rebound by the big Forche, and he puts it in.
Tell you what, he's a long guy, Andrew, and he just stood there and reeled that one in.
Now we're going to have a foul as Kyle Montgomery skied for the rebound, got undercut. So that's going to be a foul on the Indians.
The
Rebels
Davis
will take it the other way.
That'll be Corey Davis's second. Richland brings it up, kicks it to the corner, underneath
inside
to Kleffer.
That's too easy if you're the Puxico Indians. You've got to get better defensively and especially find Kleffer. As we've got 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the first period. The Richland Rebels 11, the Puxico Indians 5 as they struggle to find some offense.
And we'll be back after this short timeout.
Midstate Overhead Doors and Insulation in Bloomfield is part of a family business spanning over 50 years. Nothing sets off a home quite like a distinctive custom garage door. It's the biggest and often the most used door you have. And Midstate has a huge selection of beautiful top quality doors custom fit to any size opening. Our blown-in insulation service will keep you comfortable and can pay for itself with lower energy costs. Our family business also does concrete work, stained and stamped floors and drives. Midstate Overhead Doors and Insulation, Highway 25 in Bloomfield.
And back at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, once again, Andrew Stever here with Chris Geatley. As coming out of the timeout, the Puxico Indians, Nathan Martin, he's going to gun the three and drain it. So 11-8 now. Puxico trails by 3. That's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 3 of the Indians. And that's Plunkett, their leading scorer last game. Now Aaron Gilbert takes it out, inbounds to Kleffer, who's going to drive and be fouled. And it looks like they're going to get number 13 of the Indians. That's Josh Whitehead. So Kleffer back to the line. He'll shoot 2 again.
It's 1 for 2 on the day thus far.
And the first one is good. Short on the second, so both times he's been to the line, he's hit the first, missed the second. Now Puxico in the corner, they're going to fire a 3 and got it.
Josh Whitehead for the Indians. Spotted up in that corner and they found him.
Whitehead with a good look there, set his feet, knocked it down.
Evans gives it to Forshee up top. Kleffer backdoor. Got it.
Good cut there by Kleffer. Just made a little jab step like he wanted behind the 3-point line, went back door, and it was too easy for him once again.
Martin for the Indians for 3, just short. Rebound, Kyle Montgomery.
There's a tie-up down there, a little late on a whistle.
They were surrounding him down there, and he was trying to get it out and walked in the process.
4:05 left to go here in the opening period. 14 Rebels, 11 Indians as they're starting to make a charge. They throw it away there on the inbounds off Camden's knee.
Parker Evans bring it up for the Rebels, kicks to Kleffer on the corner.
Kleffer loses it.
It's going to be out of bounds, Indian ball.
As Montgomery tried to save it, but Kleffer got a little carried away there and bounced it over his own head, out of bounds.
Looks like number 12 for the Rebels, Kyle Montgomery going out of the game, and Jacob Height, number 14, coming in.
So Martin controls it, guarded by Kleffer.
Gives it up to Hardy, top of the key. Hands it off to
That's
Whitehead.
number 13 again. That's Josh Whitehead. He's heating up from beyond the arc. That's his second straight. Ties this ball game at 14. Kleffer now.
Losing it there.
They're going to get inside to Forshee. He can't finish.
Just rimmed out there. Whitehead brings it up.
They're going to give Whitehead a little more attention now. And good defense there by Parker Evans, but they're going to get him for a foul. But he was all in Whitehead's grill.
Looks like that's going to be 2 on him, Andrew, so he's going to have to pay a little more cautious here this first quarter.
And he's their floor general. They need him out there. Puxico going to fire another 3. That won't go long.
Looks
like
we
we
got
have another foul.
Foul on Whitehead going up for that rebound. Just kind of went over the top of Parker a little bit, and they got him for it.
Evans, controls. He's got the top of the key. They're going to lob it inside to the big man, Forshee. He's going to force his way in.
I think he might have got away with moving one of his pivot foots down there, but if they don't see it, let them play.
Now the Indians are going to come down and go right at him, and he stands his ground, but they bounce right off his 6'10" body. And number 24 for the Indians, Martin, he's going to get the basket and the foul. That's Forshee's first.
Looks like Matt Camden's coming out for the Indians, and John Gadberry's going to replace him.
And Martin, he's going to finish the three-point play there as the Indians now lead for the first time in the ball game, 17-16. Kleffer into Forshee. He's going to be fouled.
Kleffer just penetrates there and throws it up to his big man, and He tries to finish.
So we'll see what the big man has from the line here as he's about to shoot his first. First one no good. 2:32 left to go in this first period. 17 Indians, 16 Rebels. Forshee cashes in on the second, ties this ball game at 17.
Indians quickly bring it back up.
That's going to be stolen by Kleffer. He's got it all alone. Nice job of finishing by Kleffer. Shows some control. Avoided the contact and got the lay-in. Now Puxico going to fire another three. It won't go. Rebound Kleffer.
Takes a little contact. Tried to throw it up top of the key. His teammate couldn't quite save it. It's going to be out of bounds. Puxico ball.
So Camden will inbound. He's going to find Martin.
Martin likes to shoot. Just
A little short there. And Forshee rejects the putback. And good find down there. They find 55. Ian Roberts, the big boy, and he lays it in for two, almost uncontested.
Clay Hardy with the assist there.
And now timeout Rebels as they get it across high the half court. They're going to think this over with 1:41 to play in the first period. We're tied at 19, and we'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Complete customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Allen Christian and Dexter.
With Alan, Terry, Bruce, and our experienced sales staff, we make your buying experience simple.
We can get you the right vehicle, new or pre-owned, at the right price. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Our selection of Buick and GMCs is second to none. Take a look at our inventory online, or better yet, in person.
Plus, after the sale, we'll take care of all your service needs.
You'll like the way we do business at Alan, Christian, and Dexter.
Welcome back to the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Game 2 this morning between the Richland Rebels and the Puxico Indians. And it's a dandy so far as we're tied at 19 with 1:41 to go in the opening period. It'll be Rebels ball coming out of their called timeout. And Jacob Heighton will inbound. Haven't heard much from him so far in this basketball game. He's going to get it right to Kleffer, who bobbles it. They're going to go right back inside to the big boy. Throws up kind of a weak hook, but Heighton brings it down, and he's fouled.
Looks like that's going to be on number 24, Nathan Martin. He was just at his feet when he went up, tripped him up, and the refs called him for it.
So Heighton's going to go to the line and shoot two. And he hits the first. Gives the Rebels a 20-19 lead, the first lead they've had in about the last 2 minutes as they jumped out early, but the Indians have found the answer on offense. Number 2 on the way for Heighton. And he gets the bounce, gets them both, 21-19, the Rebels lead. The Indians waste no time as that's number 20, Tyler Wooler, driving baseline, and he gets rejected out of bounds, and now he'll inbound.
Kicks it in to Gadberry. Tries to drive, runs into a brick wall known as Richard Forshee.
Kleffer out on the break, and he's going to finish it for two in transition. So Forshee just stood his ground, hands straight up, and you can't penalize him for being a big kid as he causes the Indians turnover, and Kleffer gets two quick ones out of it. And again, now the Rebels are running. Cross court to Kleffer. Nice spin move. Gets it again. 25-19 now the Rebels lead as they are running with just under a minute to go. Puxico fires the three. Rebound, Forshee. And the Rebels are running again. In the corner to Heighton. Kleffer's open for three. Missed him. He's going to fire anyway.
About a foot behind the line there, a little deep. He liked it. He took it.
Now Heighton's going to fire from the paint, knocks it down. So a quick 8-0 run here by the Richland Rebels, and it's time for the Puxico Indians to find an answer. A drive there by Woolard, and he's going to get it to go. Tough shot.
Somebody finally got one over Forshee under there.
Kleffer takes the hop step into some contact, and he's going to be fouled by Woolard. 4 seconds left to go in this opening period. 27 Richland, 21 Puxico. It's been a seesaw battle here in the first. Kleffer from the line. He's hit 1 of 2 at each attempt. And again, he hits the first. That's 3 of 5 on the day for Kleffer from the free throw line.
Right now he's got 17 of Richland's 28 points, just as we expected. Quite a bit of their offense.
Now his second on the way. This time he hits the second. That's 4-6 from the charity stripe today for Kleffer. Indians 2 seconds. No idea how much time is on the clock as Tyler Woolard, a little lost there, crossing half court. Can't get his shot off. And we played one with the Richland Rebels 29, the Puxico Indians 21. We'll be back after a quick commercial break with the start of the second period here on YHC TV.
Do you, Kasasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, hi, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Kasasa account. Kasasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Kasasa, you do. Do you Kasasa?
Don't just bank. Kasasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, ensuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
Welcome back to the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Game 2 this morning. Andrew Stever along with Chris Geatley is on the first possession of the second quarter. The Rebels go inside to Forshee, and he gets an easy 2 to give them a 10-point lead.
Looked like Montgomery kind of threw it up off the backboard there a little strong before she was there for the rebound. I believe we've got a foul on Puxico, loose ball foul. Looks like it's going to be on Nathan Martin.
Well, we had a little WrestleMania going on down there as we came back from the break.
Yeah, not a smart foul on Martin either. That's number 3 on him. He's going to have to take a seat and watch a little bit of the second quarter. He seems to be their leader out there, so this may come back to bite the Indians.
And free throw no good by Montgomery. The Indians out and running. Pull-up jump shot is just thrown right back in his face by Forshee. Jacob
Indians,
Plunkett.
They just keep trying to go over him, and it's not working for him.
Well, when you're 5'8", trying to go right up in a 6'10", that's not a smart decision. And again, the Indians will inbound it, trying to find some offense as the Rebels made a late run there at the end of the first quarter.
And Matt Camden passes around, Forshee to number 13.
That's Whitehead. He's been a big scorer for the Indians so far today. Hit 2 threes back-to-back, gets a lay-in there.
Kleffer drives baseline, kicks it into Forshee.
Forshee rushed that one. He wanted some contact, but he's not going to get it. The Indians are running again. Pull-up 3. Long. Only draws glass, and now the Indians got to get back. Kleffer's running. Gets it to go in transition. And that seems to be the Rebels' strong point so far here today. They get a rebound, and they get it out and go and try and get it to Kleffer in the open court. And again, turnover by the Indians. And they're going to get 55. That's Ian Roberts for the foul.
And they're in the
6:56
bonus.
left to go here in the second period. 33-23, the Rebels lead.
Puxico's already got 10 team fouls, so they're in the double bonus. So Forshe's going to the line to shoot 2. Gets the first one.
The big man strokes his first one. And he hits the second.
It's pretty pure.
12-point lead now for the Rebels.
You don't see too many 6'10 guys that can shoot free throws, Andrew.
That's definitely a plus to have, especially when you're as big as Forshe. But the Indians turn it right back over to the Rebels. They got to be careful. This game could get out of hand.
And the Rebels give it right back to them.
Bad pass there by Evans, trying to get it inside. Now Martin trying to make something happen. Shot won't go, but the tip in by Woolard. Good follow.
Parker Evans will bring it up for the Rebels. Sets up the offense.
And again, good backdoor cut there. That's Montgomery.
Seems to be working for the Rebels, Andrew.
That three won't go. That was by Whitehead. He's been their stud so far from behind the arc. Now we've got some contact underneath.
Looks like that's going to be a foul on 42, Adam Lane of the Rebels.
That's going to send Corey Davis to the line for 2.
Richland's big fella's coming right back in.
Davis gets a soft bounce there, cuts his lead now to 11, 37-26 with just under 6 minutes to play.
The Rebels didn't do a real good job of rebounding without Forshe in there, so he's coming right back on the floor.
And that one real short off the very front of the iron. Evans leads the break. He's going to leave it to Kleffer, who penetrates inside. Strong with the left hand. Indians rebound. Davis to Woolard, looking to run. Woolard runs right into Forshe, who gets a big bear paw on that. And now we're going to have a tie-up, and the Indians are going to keep it.
Fans in front of us aren't liking that much, Andrew. They thought they had a foul there.
Indians to inbound. Open look for 3, won't go. And they're going to get an over the back call there. I believe that's going to be on number 3 of the Indians. That's Jacob Plunkett. We've yet to see him find some offense so far this morning.
It's going to send number 12, Kyle Montgomery, to the line for a double bonus situation.
Montgomery way long and off balance on the first.
He'll get a second shot at it.
Second one's always better, isn't it?
Let's hope so.
That's an air ball. I stand corrected.
You just overcompensated a little bit there, Andrew. A little long on the first one, a little short on the second one.
So Woolard controls. He brings it across half. To Whitehead, now to Martin.
Drives, shoots from the elbow, short.
Good pull-up jumper there by Martin, but he short-armed it. Now Kleffer leads the break.
Gets tangled up, picks it back up, kicks it out to Evans. Gilbert back to Evans to Kleffer.
Kleffer's going to fire that, and it's good. So the Indians struggling to find an answer for Kleffer and Forshe. And as well, they can't find any offense.
I believe that's going to be on Aaron Gilbert of the Rebels. Number 50, Corey Davis for the Indians will shoot 2.
So 4:48 to go in the second period, and the Rebels lead 40-26 over the Indians. Gilbert's first attempt won't go. Number 2, again, short.
Well, looks like we have a lane violation on the Rebels. So Davis will get a second shot at the second free throw.
I believe Gilbert got a little antsy there and tried to block out the shooter. So Gilbert's going to give one more try to see if he can't get a point. Again, short, won't go. Evans controls it for the Rebels. Across half. 15-footer, no good. Rebound Martin. He's going to go the length of the floor to Whitehead. And Whitehead's going to fire that. He's been hot. Won't go.
Rebound Davis. Puts it up. Looks like they're going to get Forshee on the arm. 2 shots for Davis.
So good job there by Corey Davis getting the offensive rebound, and he's going to get 2 more free throws, but he couldn't capitalize on his last attempts from the line.
Looks like that was Montgomery they called for that one.
This time Davis hits the first.
3rd time's a charm.
4:27 to go here in the second period. 40-27, the Rebels lead. No answer for Cleffer. That one short by Gilbert. Offensive rebound, though, by Woolard, and he puts it in. Woolard, the 5'10 senior, with a turnaround hook.
Snuck that one around Forshee.
Now the Rebels are going to take a timeout as the Indians make a small run and cut the lead to 11. Trying not to let this thing get out of control before they go to the half.
We'll be back after the short timeout.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sandage.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
Welcome back to the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Andrew Stever again along with Chris Geatley. 4:15 left to go in the second period. The Rebels lead 40-29 over the Indians.
Indians are hoping for a late quarter push here. Try to cut it down before halftime. They got plenty of time to do it. We'll see what they can come up with.
Whitehead was a big part of their offense in the first quarter, hitting back-to-back threes, and he hasn't hit since.
Evans brings it up, penetrates.
Surprises Forshee with it.
Cleffer, you know he's looking to shoot.
And he's picked by Plunkett on the break, but he can't finish.
He'll get his own rebound. Looking for Whitehead, couldn't get it to him. It's going to be out of bounds. Rebel with the ball.
Plunkett maybe going just a little bit too fast, lost control, and too strong on that breakaway lay-in. I think he was expecting some contact.
Didn't get it.
Back door for Cleffer. Good pass by the big man, Forshee. The Indians needing some offense.
Martin tries to penetrate. Just about gets it stolen, gets it back. Whitehead in the corner. Looking for Plunkett.
He's going to fire the three. It's short.
Plunkett with the rebound, gets it back to him. Wallard not going to get it over Forshee.
I don't know how many more times we can say it. I'm losing my voice just trying to tell him not to go into Forshee.
Looks like Evans for the Rebels is going to come out, replaced by Montgomery. Puxico to inbounds. Oh, Forshee tries to kick it. Missed.
He got confused on the sport he was playing there as he tries to boot the inbound, and they sneak right around him for 2.
Davis caught it, went up left-handed.
42-31, the Rebels lead.
Richland looks like they're going to try to slow it down a little bit here. Puxico's going to put the pressure on them.
A wild shot there by the Rebels, Aaron Gilbert. Forshee fighting for the rebound. And he's going to get called for a push as we had a scrum forming underneath the basket.
He did a good job of pulling in that rebound before she just couldn't put it back in. I think out of frustration for missing, picked up a foul, and Puxico's going to shoot 1-1.
So Nathan Martin goes to the line. And he's good on the first. That cuts the lead to 10 with 2 minutes 45 seconds left to play in the second period.
Evans, the floor general for the Rebels, coming back on.
Martin second, good. Single digits now as Indians won't go away.
Trying to find Forshee underneath, backside help comes.
And the Rebels turn it over.
Left Montgomery open, but he just couldn't handle the pass.
Plunkett in the corner. And great move by Gilbert, spinning right around Forshee and taking it underneath him for 2. He cuts the lead to 7.
Evans shoots for 3.
Oh, let it rain as that's sprawling off the board. 3-on-1. Plunkett scores. Good pass there by 13, Whitehead.
Here's the run the Indians were hoping for. See if they can keep it going.
And the coach of the Rebels desperately pleading with his players to slow it down as the momentum is shifted to the Indian side. Cleffer throws up a bad fadeaway baseline jumper.
Oh, jump ball. Officials couldn't tell who it went off of. It's going to be Richland ball.
I don't like that call. He was right there in front of the action, and that you got to see who that goes off of.
Well, that's what they're paid to do. Nobody's perfect, however.
The Rebels will keep possession. Evans inside to Cleffer. He spins, and he gets 2.
He's pretty good down around that basket. He's got a pretty good little spin move.
Yeah, it is a good spin move. He does a good job of finishing it off. Gilbert, he's going to go at Forshee. Goes underneath him again and gets 2.
Davis seems to have found his way around the Richland's big fella.
Cody Gilbert definitely showing he's not scared. He keeps going right at Forshee, and the last couple possessions have paid off. Now Woolard can't handle. And Cleffer looking for a foul. Ooh, and they're going to get one there.
Kyle Montgomery's going to go to the line, shooting 2. It's a foul on Corey Davis, number 50. Looks to be his 3rd, so he might be coming out here.
First one no good for Montgomery. 104 left to play in the half. 44 Richland, 39 Puxico.
Seems Davis just figured out how to score on Forshee, and now he's got to go have a seat.
Well, that's a great point. A couple straight possessions, he's abused Forshee, and he picks up his 3rd, and now he won't even have the chance.
Puxico's going to have to find some more offense from someone else.
They're going to go inside. Oh, no.
Roberts is not going to have the luck that Davis had, it would appear.
Well, they've got Roberts listed at 6 foot. He's a stout boy, but up against Forshee, not a chance.
Looks like Richland's coach is going to bring Forshee out, make sure he doesn't pick up that 3rd foul. With 50 seconds left to play here in the first half.
Martin is going to penetrate, and he gets it to go.
Martin recognizes the big fella's out, so he takes it at him.
Good job there by Nathan Martin.
Evans bringing it up. Looking inside to Adam Lane.
He throws up a prayer. Offensive rebound, though, by Heighton, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Adam Lane, not quite the size of Richard Forshee.
So 29 seconds to go here in the half. 44-41. The Rebels cling to the 3-point lead.
Jacob Heighton puts up his first, and it's good.
Gets to go. That'll increase the lead to 4 for the Rebels.
In comes Tim Mason for the Rebels, replacing number 12, Kyle Montgomery.
And Silo Moore checks in for the Indians. Second one good from Jacob Heighton. 28 seconds left to go in the opening half of play.
Hardy left alone on top of the key, puts it up.
Makes him pay. Wide open was Clay Hardy, and he knocks it down. 15 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Evans brings it up, penetrates, puts up a layup, misses. Rebound Lane.
4 seconds. 2 seconds. Crosses the half. Fires.
And Matt
almost
Camden
gets that one to go.
Almost put on a prayer at the end of the quarter there.
Well, what a first half of play is. We're through 2 here in Bloomfield. The Richland Rebels 46, the Puxico Indians 44. It's been a seesaw battle, a game of runs so far. And we'll be back with more halftime talk after this quick commercial break on YHC TV.
At Missouri Southern Healthcare, hometown healing means providing the best medical care with those small-town touches for over 42 years. MSH offers a wide array of outpatient services and 24-hour diagnostic and emergency services, as well as inpatient care, serving Stoddard County and the surrounding area with 7 medical clinics, including Dexter Internal Medicine Group, Dexter Children's Clinic, MSH Surgery Clinic, MSH Family Medical Care, MSH Bloomfield Family Clinic, MSH Malden Clinic, and our newest addition, the clinic at Walmart. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your family. We're not just closer to home, we are home.
For 40 years, we've provided Southeast Missouri with high-quality learning opportunities. Now, get your degree from Three Rivers online. Call us and a real person will help you customize your coursework to fit your real life.
The Twin Rivers Regional Medical Center in Kennett, dedicated to providing the ultimate in patient satisfaction. Our full-service facility offers the latest in innovative care, including our state-of-the-art ER Extra Emergency Room. Comprehensive care includes the Kennett Orthopedic Center, where our physicians specialize in sports medicine, pediatrics, joint replacement, and arthroscopic surgery. Besides standard X-ray services, we also have an on-site open MRI. You don't have to go far to find comprehensive caring medical services. Twin Rivers Regional Medical Center in Kennett. Compassionate care, excellent care.
We know you have many choices in automobile dealerships, but at Glen Sain, our customers are special. We want you to understand that we're always working very hard to please our customers. We have a great selection to choose from, and with the 0% and the rebates and our prices at Glen Sain, it's a great time to buy. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sain. We want you to come see us, and God bless our troops.
First Midwest Bank of Dexter is proud to welcome Chris Geatley as Assistant Vice President and Loan Officer. Chris graduated from Dexter in 2005 and just completed his MBA in Finance. He and his new wife, Maddie, are making Dexter their home. Please stop by the bank and let Jack, Ken, Donna, Mark, or Chris assist you with your next loan request. First Midwest Bank is a proud sponsor of the Dexter Bearcats. First Midwest Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Jason Cumpy.
Seems like everyone is offering wireless phone service, but don't get left in the dark.
LeGrand's offers a wide range of services: AT&T Cellular, high-speed internet, home phone, and DirecTV.
LeGrand's offers AT&T smartphone sales and service. And did you know, no matter where you got your previous phone, we can do your upgrade. Plus, we carry cool accessories, like the power skin for the iPhone.
At LeGrand's, we'll match your plan and your device to meet your needs, and we'll show you how to use it.
The big chain stores only want to sell me a phone. But when I went to LeGrand's, was I surprised. Not only was the staff friendly, but they showed me how to use my phone and what it could do.
LeGrand's Communications has been family owned and operated for 20 years with great customer service. I guarantee it. Mama said so.
back. Chris Geatley and Andrew Stever here. It's halftime of the Richland Rebels Puxico Indians consolation bracket game. This is the second game of the day, 10th game of the tournament, Andrew, and we've had a pretty good battle here. It's been kind of back and forth.
Yeah, so far in the first half, it was a game of runs. You know, the Rebels would jump out to about a 10, 12-point lead, and the Indians would come firing back and make it a ball game again.
Yeah, just game of runs. Just going to have to find out who's going to have the last.
And in case you didn't tune in for the first game, the Bloomfield Wildcats defeated the Malden Green Wave pretty heavily. And we've got a close one here in the second game. 2-point game at the half. And Chris, I believe you might have some stats for us.
I got a few. Still a little bit new to this, so I might have missed a few. But according to my stat sheet, which again probably is not accurate, the leading scorer for the Indians that half was Nathan Martin, and I had him for 9. Josh Whitehead I had for 8. And Corey Davis and Tyler Woolard I both had for 7. And Davis really, he got most of those points right there at the end of the half. Figured out how to get around Forshee and then picked up his foul and got to enjoy the game from the bench.
Yeah, he gave him a few strong possessions in a row there in the second quarter and took it right around Forshee and got a couple back-to-back baskets. And like you said, he picked up his 3rd foul late in the second and had to watch the last minute and a half from the bench.
For the Rebels, as we expected, Kleffer was their leading scorer with 27. Then I had Forshee with 7, Heighton with 6, and Evans and Montgomery each with 2. Which doesn't add up to 46, so I apologize for the fans at home.
Well, when you've got a lot of action going on right in front of you, it's tough to keep the book. I can testify to that. It's a lot easier in football season when you got guys like Brett Dorton bringing you the stats.
Yeah, I don't think they provide us with a stat guy here, but that's all right. Well, I'm thinking about it. The man operating behind the operations here today for this game is Rick DePriest. And operating the camera is Haley Stockton. So if you see them out and about, let them know you appreciate all the work they put in for us.
They're certainly doing a great job up here for us in the booth, and not to mention giving us a few laughs when it looks like the Rebel cheerleaders sent a few Daily Statesman balls and put them right off our chest.
Yeah, I took one off the dome.
So we start the third quarter of play. And the Indians have the first possession. They're going to go right with Martin, and he's going to score right off the bat for the Indians and tie this basketball game.
Yeah, I took it right at Forshee and managed to sneak one around in there.
And he's in double digits now for the ball game, and the Rebels come right back and answer. Back door.
A little give and go with Aaron Gilbert and Richard Forshee there. That was a nice play. Forshee, he's got good vision. He can hit you if you're open.
Yeah, he's made some good passes, especially from the high post.
Martin shoots a little turnaround jumper in the lane. It's going to go off the Rebels. It's going to be Indians ball.
Woolard will inbound for the Indians.
Gets to Davis inside. Can't get it over Forshee that time. It's going to roll off of an Indian's foot, out of bounds, Rebels ball.
Maybe Forshee did a little homework there at the half and figured out Davis's moves.
Forshee at the elbow again. Same play we just saw. Montgomery going back door. Forshee hits him.
And that's simple basketball. Just give and go like you stated on their last possession. The Indians have to recognize that, stay with their man. The Woolard comes down, shoots the floater, and answers again.
Right over the top of Forshee. It's a tough shot.
And that time the Indians picked it up as they're trying to work a lot out of the high post with Forshee.
Kleffer posting up. Yep, they caught him for a double dribble. He kind of bobbled the pass and tried to dribble again, and refs got him for it.
So Martin brings it up for the Indians.
The Indians are running an offense where they penetrate, bring someone from the wing to the top, and pretty much hand it off, see if they can get into that lane.
And Woolard again knocks down a 15-footer. Back-to-back scores on the possessions for him.
Gilbert in the post. Shoots a little turnaround, won't go. Cleffer with the rebound. Can't get it to go either.
Looks like he lost his handle, but he's getting frustrated down there, wanting some contact. I didn't see any contact there, but he has been hammered a few times with a no call, and it looks like it's starting to wear on him.
Jacob Heighton into the game for the Rebels. He'll replace Aaron Gilbert.
We'll see if they go right back to Woolard here as he's hit 2 straight.
Davis at the elbow. Oh, just a little hop step there.
Well, he had the right idea, but went just a little too long, and they called him on it. Rebels waste no time getting it to Cleffer, and that time he takes it baseline and one.
Little stutter step there. Got the defender off balance, went around him, got to the basket, and got the foul.
So 52-50, Rebels lead with 5:47 to go in the third. We'll see if Cleffer can finish off the three-point play, and he does. And Ian Roberts is checking in for the Indians. As Davis picked up his 4th, and that's critical. Now Plunkett's going to drive, high off the glass, in and out.
Just rimmed out, Andrew. That was pretty much down and came out. It's going to be out of bounds, Richland ball. The Rebels are trying to run their offense through Forshee at the elbow there.
And again, Cleffer always going to his left, and they can't stop him as he beats it baseline and gets 2.
Montgomery going to get called for the reach there.
Like you said, Chris, they're trying to go to Forshee and let him run the offense from the high post, get a lot of those backdoor cuts. And if nothing's there the first time, they go right to Cleffer, and he's having no problem.
Woolard almost gets it stolen, gets it back, drives, puts up a floater in the lane, and it's good.
Well, he's 3 for 3 here in the third quarter as Woolard's come out hot.
He's got that floater down. Plunkett going to get picked up on the foul there. Evans kind of got around him and got behind and got him with the body.
Well, he tried his own variation of the floater, but it didn't float quite enough. But he'll go to the line and shoot 2 for the Rebels. 5 minutes of play in the third period. And his first one is good. 4-point lead now for the Rebels.
Looks like Plunkett's going to come out and get replaced by Clay Hardy as Evans sets up for a second.
And he knocks it down.
57-52 with just under 5 minutes to play here. Richland in the lead.
Good take there by Martin. Now Cleffer leads the break. And one again.
Tell you what, Andrew, he really doesn't act like he wants to go right very much.
I haven't seen him go right yet. He threw a jab step right there and went back to his comfort zone, finishing with the left hand. So he continues to pile on the points. He knocks down the free throw for the three-point play. And we've got 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the third period.
Hand off to Martin, drives, tries to reverse, and Forshee does not having it.
Evans out on the break, and he can't finish, but he'll go to the line.
I bet Martin doesn't try to go over Forshee again anytime soon. He got that one put right back in his face.
Well, poor Aaron Gilbert, I think, caught the majority of the blows. That ball hit him right in the nose. As Evans misses his first. That basketball might be warped.
Forshee definitely got his big paws on that one.
And the second goes for Evans, and just like the first part of every period so far, the Rebels have jumped out now to a 9-point lead. Martin's going to fire. Way off.
It's a tough shot.
Another three. Won't go. Cleffer the rebound. We'll see if he goes left. He's going to pull up.
Oh, he tried to get it into Evans under the goal, which Evans isn't a real tall guy. He's listed at about 5'10", so I don't know if that was the smartest move, Andrew.
He was well defended by Martin underneath there, too, and they can't stop Cleffer going to the left. I don't know why not try it again. Woolard fires a three. That's his first miss of the half. And they're going to give Martin for a body.
Puxico fans are not liking that call. He just barely bumped him, and the officials are going to call it tight. So
now we're going to have a timeout out on the floor. The Rebels going to talk this over. They lead 61-52, 3:53 to play in the third. We'll be back with more action here on White CTV.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Game 2 this morning, the consolation bracket. The Richland Rebels lead 61-52 over the Puxico Indians with 3:53 to play in the third quarter. The Rebels going to come out firing. That's Heighton. Can't find it. And the Indians now have 2 players with 4 fouls, so they're going to go deep into their bench.
Cleffer. Heighton tried to just lead him with the soft pass, let him a little too much. It's going to be out of bounds, Puxico ball.
Well, something funny there. Heighton was leading the break, and Cleffer out to his left. They just left Heighton. He had a full lane, but as expected, he tried to go to Cleffer and threw it away.
Indians again just running that back and forth offense, trying to get into the lane.
Well, good move there initially, but right into Big Forshee. He's got to be getting close to 10 blocks for this game.
Cleffer with a little turnaround jumper.
That's a bad shot there.
Baseball pass up court.
I don't know.
For Heighton.
I don't know where he's going with that.
I don't think he did either, Andrew.
Now pull up by Heighton. They're going to get him for travel.
I think once that was number 21, Camden released that pass, he knew that probably wasn't the best decision.
He knew as soon as there was a stoppage in play, he was coming out for that one. Plunkett
from a
deep three.
Just a little short, rebound by Forshee. Evans bringing it up. Kicks it out to Heighton. Top wing, gets it into Forshee.
Forshee's going to throw it away.
Just a little miscommunication there. Cleffer was taken off top of the key. Forshee was handing it to him.
And they're going to get Heighton for a loose ball foul. 2:34 to go in the third period. The Rebels 61, the Indians 52. Indians trying to find a spark on offense. And a bailout call there as Woolard had nowhere to go. And I believe they're going to get Heighton with the body as Forshee once again just threw it out of there.
It's 2 quick fouls picked up by Heighton.
And the Rebels bench isn't very deep.
Tell you what, when you got a 6'10" guy behind you, you can't make those fouls on those shots close to the goal because he's going to be back there.
Yeah, I mean, it was an absolute bailout. Heighton helped him all the way.
Just got to let your big man do his work.
Woolard knocks that one down. 8-point ball game. 2:30 to go here in the third period.
Evans bringing it up. Goes up, a little long.
He throws up that wild shot, and now the Indians are running. Good wraparound pass there by Whitehead, but there's a foul on the floor before.
Looks like that's going to be another one on Heighton. And he's going to come out into the game for him is Kyle Montgomery.
Inbound to Whitehead, and he just gets it tossed by Forshee. Same story, different player, but that time he's bailed out a little bit as Forshee's going to get called for the foul.
It's going to be 3 on him.
He might have got some arm on that one, and if he's got 3, he's a big part of this Rebels team.
Yeah, he hasn't scored a whole lot, Andrew, but he's taken a lot of Puxico's offense away just by being 6'10 and being in that lane.
And not only does he block shots, but if he can't get a big bear paw on them, he alters them. And in this second half, he's done a good job from the high post, finding some backdoor cuts.
Ethan Walker misses both free throws there.
And that took a little too long to call that foul. As number 10, Ethan Walker, was all over Cleffer.
Rebels will inbound it from the hash. Gives it to Cleffer. Stutter step left. Off balance shot. Not a great shot by Cleffer.
Yeah, anything falling or fading away on the baseline like that's a low percentage shot. And I think you wanted contact, but you're not going to get it falling away from the basket.
Looks like Aaron Gilbert picks up a foul there. Going to the line for the Indians, number 3, Jacob Plunkett. He'll shoot 1 and 1. And he gets the first.
Plunkett yet to make a lot of noise on the offensive end. He had 12 yesterday. But he cashes both those in, and now it's a 6-point ball game with 1:45 to go in the third period.
Inside to Forshee.
And one. Good job of Forshee sealing down there on the baseline. He threw a laser in off the glass.
He gives it to him up high, takes a little drop step, and I hesitate to call it a little hook, but wasn't quite a regular shot, so whatever it was, it went in, and that's all that matters.
That one a little long. And they're going to get Cleffer for being on the back. He doesn't like it, but that's the right call. His coach is going to call him over and get in his ear a little bit, try and calm him down.
Well, whenever Puxico is struggling to find offense on the other end, you can't foul them on your end and put them on the free throw line. That's going to be possibly 2 easy points.
We'll see if Ian Roberts can do just that. And he misses the front end of the one-on-one, but it's going to stay with Puxico. 1:35 to go here in the third period.
Hardy to inbound the ball under the goal for the Indians. Again to Roberts. Tries to go over Forshee, just a little long.
He might have been a little scared. He got rid of that thing like a hot potato. Now Cleffer, baseline left, and draws some contact. You surprised there?
Not at all. They just can't quite get that foot on the baseline to cut him off all the way. Until they do, he's going to keep driving and drawing that contact.
So he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Long on the first.
That foul was on number 20, Tyler Ward. And he'll come out of the game. That's his third. In for the Indians, number 4, Siler Moore.
Cleffer hits the second. 1:22 to go here in the third period. A 9-point lead once again for the Rebels. Clay Hardy, step back 3, won't go.
Forshee, that's not good for the Indians. He just picked up number 4.
And that's not a smart play there by Forshee. about a foot taller than number 10, Ethan Walker.
That's not good for the Rebels, excuse me, Andrew. That is good for the Indians. And Ethan Walker hits the first.
8-point lead.
It's so hard to get a big man to just stand there with his arms up, but when you got a 5'10" guard coming at you, that's all you got to do.
Good job there by Walkers. He knocks both down. 1:02 to play in the third period. Tight defense there by Hardy, but they're going to get him for a little forearm check. (64-57), the Rebels lead, and the Indians will just not go away.
Aaron Gilbert at the line for the Rebels, 1-on-1. Misses the first. Indians get the rebound, bringing it up. Plunkett looking to drive, not there, dribbles back out. Hand it off to Seiler, who hands it off to Walker.
And out of control, and he loses it.
Gilbert got nowhere to go. Throws it, that's going to be
great hustle there by Plunkett on the fast break. The Rebels got lazy and were just going to let it go when Plunkett came charging full court. Picked it up and draws the foul.
Yep, you got to grab that if you're the Rebels. Make them set up their offense. Don't give them that easy, fast break point.
And that's number 4 on Kyle Montgomery. In and out for Plunkett as he can't capitalize on the first. Heighton checks back in.
Heighton's also got 4, and the Rebels bench is not deep, to say the least. There's 3 kids over there right now.
Well, it's an 8-man roster, and it's dwindling quick.
Indians are going to pressure the Rebels a little bit.
Plunkett on Evans.
Kleffer posting up. He wants it. They can't get it to him. Evans gives it to him, and it's going to be a foul on the floor on Walker. It's going to send Kleffer to the line for 2.
I think that's what Walker's in there for. Since he's checked into this basketball game, he's been all in Kleffer's grill trying to get under his skin, and he has. But down there on the block, he's no match for Kleffer.
Kleffer hits the first, rolls in.
And 2 for Kleffer. 22.5 seconds to play in the third period. Puxico trails by 8. Now to 15.
Hardy throws up with a rebound by Roberts. Puts it back in.
Down to 7. 3, 2, 1. And they're going to count it. Shot's good by Kleffer at the buzzer. What do you know? He makes a move to the left and gets it in. 68-60. We've played 3. The Rebels lead by 8. We've got 1 quarter to go. We'll be back with the action after this quick commercial break.
First Midwest Bank of Dexter is proud to welcome Chris Geatley as Assistant Vice President and Loan Officer. Chris graduated from Dexter in 2005 and just completed his MBA in Finance. He and his new wife Maddie are making Dexter their home. Please stop by the bank and let Jack, Ken, Donna, Mark, or Chris assist you with your next loan request. First Midwest Bank is a proud sponsor of the Dexter Bearcats. First Midwest Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We know you have many choices in automobile dealerships, but at Glen Sane, our customers are special. We want you to understand that we're always working very hard to please our customers. We have a great selection to choose from, and with the 0% and the rebates and our prices at Glen Sane, it's a great time to buy. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sane. We want you to come see us, and God bless our troops.
And we're back here at the start of the fourth period of play.
Kleffer spins to the left, not there. Indians are out and running.
Whitehead short arms the layup.
Rebels are coming right back at them. Heighton from the corner gets it to Cleffer at the elbow.
And he gets it to go.
Walker gambled on that pass there, missed it, and Cleffer had the open lane, and he took it.
Well, they always tell you, if you're going to gamble, you better make sure you're going to get it. He didn't get that one. 10-point lead for the Rebels.
Davis back in the game.
And he comes right in and makes an immediate impact there on the putback for 2. 8-point ball game.
Forshee for the Rebels still on the bench, so this will be Davis's time to shine if they can get him the ball.
He's got to be careful, though. He's got 4.
Cleffer again gets it in the post. He gets that quick spin, gets through the traffic, and puts it in.
Well, the Indians have had no answer for him all game, but there's Davis with 4 straight. Now Ethan Walker all over Cleffer.
Next to Evans, drives, gets it picked from behind, gets it back. Timeout Rebels.
Well, there was some contact down there, but they got away with it. Good timeout there by the coach of the Rebels.
And we'll be back after this short timeout.
For 40 years, we've provided Southeast Missouri with high-quality learning opportunities. Now, get your degree from Three Rivers online. Call us and a real person will help you customize your coursework to fit your real life.
The Twin Rivers Regional Medical Center in Kennett, dedicated to providing the ultimate in patient satisfaction. Our full-service facility offers the latest in innovative care, including our state-of-the-art ER Extra emergency room. Comprehensive care includes the Kennett Orthopedic Center, where our physicians specialize in sports medicine, pediatrics, joint replacement, and arthroscopic surgery. Besides standard X-ray services, we also have an on-site open MRI. You don't have to go far to find comprehensive, caring medical services. Twin Rivers Regional Medical Center in Kennett. Compassionate care, excellent care.
We're back here in Bloomfield once again as they came out of the timeout, went right to Cleffer. He gets the bucket and the foul. He'll try and finish off the 3-point play as the Rebels lead by 10 with 6.5 to play here in the ball game. And he gets it, 11-point Rebels lead.
Cleffer has all 7 of the Rebels' points this period.
Davis. And they can't find an answer for Corey Davis.
Showed off the left hand there. It's a nice move. Cleffer bringing it right back. Walker strips it from him, but it goes back into the Rebels' hands. Evans puts up a shot.
There's Montgomery. He can't get it to go.
Davis with the rebound. You got to wonder.
Oh, Ethan Walker gets a little crazy.
You got to wonder when the Rebels coach is going to put Forshee back in. I bet if Davis scores a couple more times, we'll see him come back onto the floor.
Well, if you're the Indians here, you got to get the ball to Davis once again. He's touched it 3 times and scored 3 times.
Adam Lane, a freshman in there, trying to defend Davis, and it's not working out for him.
What a shot by Wallard. 7-point ball game as the Indians just won't go away.
Heighton thought about it, kicks it back up top to Evans.
That shot won't go. Rebound Davis.
Hardy bringing it up the floor for the Indians.
Hardy's going to try and take it all the way, and he draws a foul.
Tell you what, Adam Lane was there for that charge. One of his teammates got a hand on him before he made it. As a player, you hate that. You take the charge, you sacrifice your body, and then you get nothing for it.
So Clay Hardy will go to the line. And he knocks down the first. Clay Hardy's got a good shot on him in the first half. He was left on an island and nailed the 3. Good-looking free throw there by him as well.
And Forshee's coming back in for the Rebels. We'll see how this affects the Indians' offense.
Well, he and Corey Davis both have 4, so we'll see who goes at the other one first. 2 free throws there by Hardy. Now Martin checks back in for Hardy. 75-70, 5.5 to go here in the final period in Bloomfield.
Tell you what, we got a lot of players with 4 fouls, Andrew. This could get interesting down the stretch.
Baseline J by Heighton. It's in and out. Martin runs the break.
He'll slow it down. He'll take it at Forshee. Ooh, Davis might have got away with a little step there.
He tried to go right at Forshee like we talked about.
Gilbert hits Heighton, top of the wing, underneath the Cleffer.
Yeah, I don't know how it took him that long. Cleffer was guarded by Davis, and you know Davis doesn't want to pick up that 5th foul. Whitehead, he's going to fire. And he's lost his range since the first half.
Tell you what, the Rebels just need to slow it down here, run their offense, get a good look. Up by 7 with 4.5 to go. Cleffer penetrates, and he got it.
And that's who they need the basketball in the hands of, is Ryan Cleffer. And he plays no defense there as he's blown by.
Gilbert on the rebound for the Rebels. They'll kick it out, they'll slow it down, walk it up. 4 minutes to play, Rebels lead by 9.
Cleffer guarded by Whitehead.
You can tell the Rebels are tired. Only 3 kids on their bench. Indians have been working quite a few kids in and out. The Rebels have had pretty much the same 4 or 5 the whole game.
Air ball by Cleffer. Woolard on the break. He's fouled. So Woolard will go to the line to shoot 2. He's had a big game here this morning for the Indians.
Again, that fatigue factor is going to start playing more of a role here at the end of the game. We'll see if the Rebels can hold on.
And we'll see if the Indians don't try and apply a little bit more pressure, maybe get into some kind of press. Woolard gets the bounce on the first. 79-71, the Indians trail. 3:41 to go here in this ball game. Do the Indians have one more run in them? 2 for Woolard.
7-point lead for the Rebels, 3.5 to play. With the Forshee at the elbow, they're going to try to go back to the same offense they started the half with.
Good pass inside there, and nice bucket by Gilbert. And Woolard tried to go all the way, and he saw the big oak tree down there and lost his handle out of bounds.
Yeah, it can be a little intimidating when you're under 6 foot going at a 6'10" guy. Oh,
Cleffer somehow all alone.
Ooh, and Martin snuck underneath, and I think they're going to call it on him. That's going to be his 5th.
And Martin and Cleffer are both slow to get up. It looked like they banged knees.
That never feels good. Just got to get up and walk it off, hopefully. Martin's up. He's walking to the bench. Cleffer's still on the ground.
He's going to be all right. I think he was just trying to sneak in a little extra breather.
So he'll get the basket and go to the line for 1.
That gets the Rebels lead to 11 now over the Indians. So the Indians running out of time.
Looks like they're going to have to take him out. Stoppage in play. I guess the referees believe that he should have to come off the floor.
Well, he walked off fine. Like I said, I think he might have been looking for a little breather as he hasn't had one all game.
So they put Heighton at the line, and he converts.
Nice job by Heighton coming off the bench to knock down that free throw. Plunkett's going to fire. Won't go. Forshee the rebound. And he's going to travel.
Richland fans are not liking that call.
Oh.
He tried to just keep it up high, and they just kept harassing him, and finally brought it down and stuttered those feet.
Plunkett and Roberts made a Forshee sandwich there. All you could see was Forshee's big head sticking out of there. He wanted out of there, but he took a step and traveled. Indians need a bucket. There's Plunkett in the corner
We get
to
it
Davis.
underneath.
He's got nowhere to go.
Oh, and he gets caught for the 3 seconds. It's going to be a costly turnover at this point in the game. Rebels ball.
We've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in this ball game, and the Indians need to find some offense and find it fast as they trail by 12 inside to Forshee. And another quick bucket by the Rebels.
And the Indians call timeout.
Right before Wallard banked it in for 3.
And we'll be back after a quick break.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sandage.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
And welcome back to Bloomfield. We're in the 4th period of play as the Richland Rebels 86, the Puxico Indians 72. It's been a tight ball game through 3, but the Rebels have ran away with it here to start the 4th.
Yeah, and if the Indians want to have a chance, they're going to have to start forming a run right now.
And all it takes is a little bit of momentum as Wallard's going to fire, and he can't find it.
Rebels smartly slow it down.
Good steal there by Plunkett.
From behind.
And this time he finishes the breakaway lay-in. Cuts the lead to 12.
Let's see what kind of a press the Indians get in here.
And I like this because you know the Rebels are tired.
Oh, Forshee missed a wide open Heighton under the goal. The Rebels will kick it back out and try to slow it down.
Yeah, the Rebels just need to be patient, but Heighton's going to fire and he hits. That's a gutsy shot by Heighton, but if you're going to take it, you better be sure you're going to knock it down, and he does.
I bet the coach's heart skipped a beat there. And the Indians turn it over.
A lot of pressure being applied by the Indians. Forshee again to Heighton. He's going to go underneath to Evans. No foul called. Plunkett now, he's going at the big fella.
That's a tough shot. He was looking for the foul, but Forshee just stood there, and rightfully a no call.
And Cleffer draws some contact as they were all over him. 1:20 to go here in this ball game, and the Indians are running out of time.
Looks like that's going to be on number 20, Wallard.
That's his 4th.
Cleffer to the line for 2. Both teams are now in the double bonus.
Cleffer knocks it down. That's a 15-point lead now for the Rebels as they've taken control of this ball game here in the 4th period.
Cleffer has got quite the stat line going now, Andrew.
He's short on that one, but you're right. He's got to be pushing 40. As this has been a shootout here in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Plunkett brings it across. He's going to fire. Long on the 3. Davis the rebound. Loses it. Wallard jumper. And he gets it. 1 minute to go here in the 4th period. 13-point Rebel lead. Oh my, big foul there by the Indians.
It's going to be on number 5, Dylan Faries, I believe. Faries.
He checks in and gets his time worth there as he hip checks Evans.
We apologize for the fans at home if we're not pronouncing some of the names right. With the last name of Geatley and Stever, we completely understand.
We've heard it our whole life. We feel it's only fair to pass it along.
That's right.
We're lucky to even find the names here on these sheets.
Evans misses his first free throw.
And the second. Rebound Davis. Waller leads the break. Cleffer wasn't going to let him pull up. Now Waller's going to fire. Tough shot. Can't get it. Rebound Davis. And blocked by Forshee out of bounds.
We're not keeping track of that stat, but I'm sure Forsey's got at least 7 or 8 blocks this game.
43 seconds to go here in the ball game. 13-point Rebel lead. Wallard right up the middle, gets the bounce, cuts it to 11 with 37 to play. Clock continues to run. Evans to Forsey, looks long. Davis picks it off.
Oh, they're going to get his foot on the line there. Tough break for the Indians.
A good read there by Davis, but he couldn't keep it in play. 31.2 on the clock. The inbound to Kleffer, he's one-on-one. And he can't get it to go. And that's knocked out of bounds by the Rebels. Indians ball, 26 to go.
Puxico's going to have a quick 3 here to have any kind of a chance.
Wallard fires, he can't find it. Kleffer leads the break. To Evans, they're going to milk the clock. Fouled by Plunkett with 12 seconds to go here in this ball game. That's going to wrap it up. Evans will go to the line to shoot 2. The Rebels 89, the Indians 78. And Evans cashes in on his first. Well, I know the boys down at Ross Cotton Company are happy with the results of this game. I know they're big Rebels fans. And Evans cashes in again. 90-78, the Rebels lead, 12 seconds to play in this ball game.
Kleffer wanting to check into the game, but they're not going to allow it for some reason.
Waller needs to fire. He does, and he can't find it. And the Indians, 4 seconds. The Indians just couldn't get hot here in the fourth quarter. As there's a lid on that bucket. I believe really the only offense they've had was a couple buckets from Wallard and Davis early on. And it's been dried down the last stretch.
And we're going to stay right here for this quick timeout. I'm not sure why the Rebels called one. Up 13 with 5 seconds to play, but I guess the coach felt the need to give his players a quick breather.
Wanted to enjoy this win just a little bit longer. I think he wanted to get Kleffer in there for some reason with 4.7. He might be flirting with some kind of scoring record.
Right now on my stat sheet, I have him for about...
He's firing a 3 and it won't go. And I think that was the case because Kleffer wanted that 3, and after it was off the mark, he wanted it back.
Well, according to my stat sheet, he had 54 points tonight, Andrew.
Well, I think he wanted to rack up as many as possible, as that's an unbelievable mark, 54 points, as the Richland Rebels come away with a 91-78 victory over the Puxico Indians. And Chris, for 3.5 quarters, it was a great ball game, but down the stretch, Kleffer just too much to handle.
Yeah, I mean, the Indians did their best. Between Kleffer's offense and Forsey's defense under the goal, they just didn't quite have enough to stack up against them tonight.
And both Forsey and Corey Davis had 4 fouls there in the fourth period. Both stayed in the ball game and kept it a battle, but the Indians just went to the well one too many times and ran out of offense down the stretch. Nonetheless, what a great ball game here in Bloomfield. Folks, it's just the second game of the day. When you get off work today, or if you're sitting at home right now without anything to do, we invite you to come to Bloomfield and enjoy this tournament. It only happens once a year.
That's right. It's quite the experience, too. If you've never been down here, you got to come at least once.
All right, we'll come back after a quick commercial break with some more stats from the final lap ball game here on YHC TV.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, ensuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, hi, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
Complete customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Allen Christian and Dexter.
With Alan, Terry, Bruce, and our experienced sales staff, we make your buying experience simple.
We can get you the right vehicle, new or pre-owned, at the right price. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Our selection of Buick and GMCs is second to none. Take a look at our inventory online, or better yet, in person.
Plus, after the sale, we'll take care of all your service needs.
You'll like the way we do business at Allen, Christian, and Dexter.
Mid-State Overhead Doors and Insulation in Bloomfield is part of a family business spanning over 50 years. Nothing sets off a home quite like a distinctive custom garage door. It's the biggest and often the most used door you have. And Mid-State has a huge selection of beautiful top quality doors custom fit to any size opening. Our blown-in insulation service will keep you comfortable and can pay for itself with lower energy costs. Our family business also does concrete work, stained and stamped floors and drives. Mid-State Overhead Doors and Insulation, Highway 25 in Bloomfield.
Seems like everyone is offering wireless phone service, but don't get left in the dark.
LeGrand's offers a wide range of services: AT&T Cellular, high-speed internet, home phone, and DirecTV.
LeGrand's offers AT&T smartphone sales and service. And did you know, no matter where you got your previous phone, we can do your upgrade. Plus, we carry cool accessories, like the power skin for the iPhone.
At LeGrand's, we'll match your plan and your device to meet your needs, and we'll show you how to use it.
The big chain stores only want to sell me a phone. But when I went to LeGrand's, was I surprised. Not only was the staff friendly, but they showed me how to use my phone and what it could do.
LeGrand's Communications has been family owned and operated for 20 years with great customer service. I guarantee it. Mama said so.
And welcome back to the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Andrew Stever alongside Chris Geatley, who's doing his best to configure these stats as the 11 seed Richland Rebels defeat the 14 seed Puxico Indians. It was a tight ball game for 3.5 quarters, and the Rebels ran away with it.
Well, the obvious highlight of this game on the stat sheet was Ryan Cleffer with 54 points tonight. They just announced over the PA here that 57 is the record, so he was calling for that three-pointer at the end, but he just didn't quite get it.
Well, we talked during the broadcast with 4 seconds. We couldn't figure out why they called a timeout, and it was indeed to get Cleffer in there. He was wanting to tie that mark. He got a good look, but I think the nerves got the best of him, and he couldn't hit it. But nonetheless, 54 points in a ball game, that's an outstanding feat. Hats off to him.
Yeah, and again, his offense and doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but Richard Forsey's defense is what really put the Rebels over the top this game.
Forsey was just a force down there. I'd say he easily had 10 blocks, and you can't put a number on how many shots he altered. I mean, he was just a presence down there in the paint, and he gave the Indians fits all games. But the Indians, hats off to them. They played a tight ball game. They made a lot of good runs to keep it interesting, but down the stretch, they just couldn't find the answer.
Yeah, and for the Indians, again, my stat sheet is unofficial, so keep that in mind. But their leading scorer was Tyler Wallard with 22. Then I had Nathan Martin with 11. Corey Davis ended up with 13. And 6 of his points came right there at the beginning of that fourth quarter when the Indians really looked like they might go on a run. And just never quite got over that hump.
Yeah, well, Davis came in off the bench twice and gave them huge spurts of about 6 straight each time. He was a factor, and he picked up 4. And, you know, it's tough to play with 4 fouls, especially on the defensive end. And he was a little timid there down the stretch. He was on Cleffer a few times, and you could tell he just kind of let him go because he didn't want to pick up that 5th foul. But a number of things went against the Indians there in the 4th, and they just couldn't pull it together for one final run.
Yeah, and I thought they might have it in them. They had the fatigue in their favor with the Rebels only have 8 kids on their team, but only about 6 of them play a whole lot. They got a few underclassmen there that are just kind of filling time. So I thought there at the end, the Indians and their deeper bench would maybe play a part, but they just couldn't quite put it together at the end.
And that's a good point, too, there. You know, the Rebels roster, 8 men deep, and you could tell in the 3rd, and especially the 4th quarter, that they were tired, but they gritted their teeth, dug in, and hung on for a big win here in the first round of consolation games.
Looks like up next on the schedule is going to be the Hayti Indians and the
South Pemiscot.
I believe they're the Bulldogs.
So another great game of action. And once again, folks, we invite you, if you're just sitting at home with nothing to do, come on out to the Christmas tournament. And to give you a little warning, if you're waiting until tonight to come, you better hurry, because in the blink of an eye, this place will fill up.
That's right. I'm sure tonight it's going to be tough to find a seat, and increasingly so the next couple nights. So if you want to come out the next few days, you better get here early.
We're about 7.5 minutes away from tip-off in this next game, and Chris, I've enjoyed it.
I have as well, Andrew.
It's a lot better than working. I'd be here any day than in the office.
No comment.
All right. So for Andrew Stever, Chris Geatley, we've enjoyed it here at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. We'll be back with the next broadcast here on YHC TV.